Hi guys, it's Ben Lai from Sales Ethos. Today I'm going to share with you a couple of thoughts about the subject of pain. Now, we all experience pain from time to time, but how we think about it and how we handle that situation will determine whether or not that pain is productive or not. And what I want to emphasize to you are three main mindset shifts to help you to cope better with these situations in your sales career and in your entrepreneurship journey. My first tip for you is to remember that pain is the price that we pay in order to enjoy success. Everyone who's achieved something worthwhile had to go through some sort of pain, whether it's the pain of criticism from their family members and their friends, or the pain of rejection on a sales call. This is just a necessary price that we pay in order to achieve a better future. Rohn puts it this way. He said that each of us must choose either the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And pain of regret weighs a ton more than the pain of discipline. And so rather than running away from it and avoiding it, we need to accept that it's a fact of life and it's a necessary requirement for success. My second tip for you is to think of pain as a learning lesson. You see, each of our emotions has with it a certain signal and information for us. Pain is a signal and indication that we've made a mistake and we need to do things differently next time. So let's just say you're making a sales call and the person flatly rejects you. Rather than becoming despondent and not making any more sales calls, think to yourself, what did I do that caused this to happen? And how can I do it differently? That way you're going to improve the quality of your sales calls and you will experience this pain less and less. So think of any situation where you're experiencing pain and think to yourself, what can I learn from this situation? The third mindset shift I'd like to suggest for you is to remember that pain is always temporary, and therefore we don't need to be so scared about it, right? And I'm speaking from a perspective where in my teenage years, I actually experienced chronic depression for 14 whole years. Now, the reason that I was able to make it through that difficult time was because I had these mindset shifts. I knew that it was going to be temporary, and I knew that there were lessons to be learned. And as a spoiler, at the 14-year mark, the cause of my suffering was actually my stinking thinking. I was thinking a lot of negative thoughts about myself, which was causing the pain and the depression. And so recognizing that it's only going to be temporary and looking for those solutions actively is the surest way to shorten the length of suffering, but at the same time making it the most productive thing that you can. So remember this, that pain is highly instructional. It's a signal that you're making progress, and it's always going to be temporary. If you're going through it on a routine basis, it's probably an indication that you're on the road to success. A person that risks nothing actually risks everything. So keep that in mind as you go about your selling activities this week. What do you think? What do you think are the ways to think about and to cope with suffering better? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you next week.